2025 has been a really interesting year for movies. We've seen massive blockbusters, some films that fell short of high expectations,
Too slow.
and a few real surprises now. There were a lot of great films this year, but I think there's one clear winner.
Oh, good. That's good.
The movie that not only stands out as the best of 2025, but one that people will still be talking about 10 years from now. Maybe even calling it one of the best of the decade. Stay tuned until the end to hear our pick for that film. And just a heads up, it's not F1, it's not Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise, nothing like that. So stick around because we'll reveal it at the end. But first, let's kick things off with Magazine Dreams, Jonathan Majors. Now, first things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
Rest in peace, Uncle
R.I.P.
Phil.
Uncle Phil.
Yeah, Uncle Phil.
For real.
Do we want to talk about the effect that Uncle Phil...
Magazine Dreams, well, it's 2025, but technically it's 2023 because it premiered at the Sundance Film Festival in 2023. That was when originally it was supposed to drop. Jonathan Majors got in a little bit of trouble. He was on a huge run, and that movie, I do feel like, would have gotten him his Oscar. That is like one of the best acting performances I've ever seen from someone. The movie, you could rate the movie like an 8 out of 10, but his acting performance is like 12 out of 10. It was on a whole nother spectrum because he is too good of an actor. He's colossal.
His presence is there.
If you're Jonathan Majors, do you come back to MCU?
Hey, but that's pride, though.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
paycheck.
also standing on business too. I mean, the paycheck is. I mean, it's very enticing, of course. Like MCU is probably the biggest paycheck you can get as an actor. Right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
But I mean, I don't know.
He probably like, I know y'all not gonna find nobody else. I might as well do.
So, Jonathan Majors gets a 4 out of 5 stars from us. Next up, we got Superman. Superman that came out this year.
Love.
The super
Love.
bright, hopeful reboot that came out this year. Fantastic film. It's very different from Zack Snyder's version of Superman that came out a
Man of
while
Steel,
back.
yeah. Christopher Reeves.
Christopher Reeves. And there were a lot of parallels with that one to the James Gunn one. Man of Steel was obviously a lot darker, a lot grittier, but there was a charisma to David Cornsweet, that's his name. Like, he was very warm and approachable, and I thought that he was like, that was so straight from the first page. Like, I felt like it was like an homage to Christopher Reeve because, you know, watching those two movies, but watching them all in the same week, it's kind of a blur to me, like which one was which movie.
Oh, that's interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like if you watch all the Spider-Man movies, you've never seen Spider-Man.
Right, because I had never
And
seen.
you don't-
I had never seen any of
Right.
the Superman movie. Right,
Oh,
I had
wow.
never seen any of them, and I watched them all in that week. And so, like, my head kind of blurs the lines on which movie was which.
Right.
But that's not to take anything away from David Cornsweet because I thought he did really well. It felt refreshing, like especially watching Man of Steel. Like, I liked James Gunn's version a lot more. I felt really like relatable as somebody who is flawed and emotional, and of
course, yeah.
like he was like really emotionally wounded. You know, like
He's
you
vulnerable.
hurt me, you know,
Yeah.
type of thing.
That's
and,
not cool.
and like
Yeah.
that made it so human.
It
Yeah.
did.
There was things I didn't like about it. You know, I didn't really love when they went into that universe, the little
Pocket dimension.
Pocket dimension.
I didn't
It's
like that either.
Pixels in the
I
river.
didn't
Right.
like
and all
that.
that.
That should look like Minecraft.
Yeah, that was my least favorite part of the movie, but I thought a lot of the interpersonal dynamics were really cool. Like him with the
Lois
with
Lane.
Lois Lane.
Oh, Rachel Brosnahan. They have the same chemistry than in the original Superman with Lois Lane. And,
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
It
they
felt like
had,
there were so
they
many
had
parallels.
such. In fact, the Superman movie, like that scene where they're talking for 10 minutes straight, where she's like recording
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
That told me everything about their relationship.
You're right, yeah.
And I saw a lot of things on like social media. It's like bro, he's the Man of Steel, not the man of conversation. You know,
Yeah.
like complaining.
like complaining.
But
Because those are the Zack Snyder fans, and which I will say, I love Man of Steel.
Yeah. It's
I
really,
fucking
really good.
and I love Zack Snyder and I love Man of Steel, but Man of Steel to me, it's Superman, but it's not Zack Snyder's vision for Man of Steel and the whole DCU was like Superman was this alien, like God, like this
Yeah.
alien, like Jesus, like
Mhm.
he can't, you know, he like there's even scenes where it's very biblical, like the shots he did,
Mhm.
and you know, David Cornsweet, like James Gunn Superman, that was just like a pure comic book, you know.
well, they made him relatable to the human.
And they made him more
Yeah.
relatable. And,
Exactly,
and
exactly.
and the guy looks like him
He's
too.
more cartoony inside.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
Yeah, and Man of Steel, they don't even really get into Clark Kent stuff.
Yeah.
Superman gets a 3.5 out of 5 stars, average out. Next up, we got Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four. We got Pedro Pascal, based off in the 70s, 60s, 70s.
60s retro feature of Marvel.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
Like WandaVision.
beautiful, pretty, fucking
I
beautiful.
I like Fantastic Four because from the comic books, the original what Fantastic Four is, they're explorers. They're superheroes, but they're scientists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
astronauts.
Yeah, right.
So they're the part of the movie where they they go there escaping Silver Surfer, and then while Invisible Woman is giving birth, and they're like piloting the ship and all. I thought that was so cool. And they're flying next to a black hole. Like that guy, I love Interstellar is one of my favorite movies. Anything with sci-fi is awesome to me. I love the aesthetic.
Sci-fi is one of my favorite genres.
As a movie though, I think it was a pretty decent Marvel movie. Like I much rather prefer Thunderbolts, which I think we might talk about next.
Definitely.
I think Thunderbolts is a much better Marvel movie this year. But Fantastic Four, a solid film.
What do we think about Pedro Pascal?
Pedro Pascal,
He did his thing.
he did his thing, man.
He's hooping.
Yeah.
He did his thing. That's his typecast now. He's the dad. He's like the scientist.
There's a lot of controversy around Pedro Pascal taking a lot of jobs in Hollywood, but one thing that you can't deny is that he is a great fucking actor.
Yeah, no, well deserved. Ever since I saw him in Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
Now Pedro has a lot of presence, not in like an overwhelming like take up the screen kind of way, but he like there's an overlap in a lot of the things he plays. He's kind of playing himself. There's a lot of himself in everything, and it comes off as very charismatic, very personable, very warm.
Yeah.
You're rooting for the guy.
Sensitive,
The guy's sensitive. You can relate to him. You want to trust him. And that's something that like when you're trying to cast somebody and you want to find an actor to fill this role, sometimes you find somebody who just naturally has that in them to already make you feel that way. I think Pedro has that, where like you hire him and just his presence there and his soft voice is 70% of the work.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I learned the lines, but you don't see him making these huge decisions or these like very difficult acting, chops. He's definitely very good and he can get there. But like a lot of what he does is just being himself, kind of, in a way. Not to take anything away from him because I think he's fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four ironically gets a 4 out of 5 stars from us. Next up, we got Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Okay.
I love Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts is slept on this year.
Yeah, Thunderbolts is such an amazing
It was-
film. I think they did Century really, really well. The movie was super. The action scenes are super dope. I love the plot. The plot was amazing, and I think that the new Avengers theme of everything, I think it's gonna be dope seeing that move forward.
Oh, that's my favorite thing about Thunderbolts is like I'm like, why is there an asterisk? And at the end, New Avengers. They're
Right.
the next Avengers team. Also, I love that movie because number one, that movie's all about mental health.
Yeah, it is.
It's a mental health, film. All the characters traumatized, fucked up. They're not even heroes. They're all bad guys. They're all mercenaries.
So Thunderbolts ended up at a 3.5 out of 5 stars from us. Next up, we got Ballerina from the John Wick universe. Baby, let's run it.
It happens in the middle of chapter 3, the third John Wick. Okay. This storyline takes place in the middle of that, and it's Ana de Armas. You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Baddie,
Beautiful.
baddie, bro. Like
I
I'm
love
talking
her.
about wife.
What's your favorite John Wick, real quick?
Probably the first one.
I ain't seen that.
I like the third one.
Parabellum.
Yeah, the second one was cool too. They're all good.
So this one got a 4 out of 5 stars from us. Next up, we got One Battle After Another, Paul Thomas Anderson.
One battle after another. Paul Thomas Anderson. Absolute cinema. This movie was hilarious. All points of the movie was just super dope, and it's
Yeah,
close to 3 hours, and it literally does not feel like you're in a movie for
At
3
all.
hours. The suspense building in this scene and in throughout the entire movie, there's a lot of scenes where they're just testing, pulling the rubber band of suspense so much, and it's like they just like, how far can they stretch this to build suspense before it just snaps?
No, literally that you saw that at the end of the scene. When
Yeah.
she was like going on the hills and
Yeah.
shit, trying to time it.
And then this part where he's coming around with the sniper rifle.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming around. It just feel like it takes forever for them to see each other. Like, nigga, it's just your daughter. And I like how it's not predictable where Leonardo DiCaprio saves his daughter, because he doesn't. She saves herself at the end of the day, which is dope. I was like, okay, cool. It's not. He did all that for nothing, pretty
Right,
much.
yeah.
Big takeaways I have. I think the movie is up there with one of the funniest movies of the year,
Bro,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Performances also. One of
Solid.
the best. No, I'd say one of the best performances of the year.
You think so?
All around, yeah, absolutely. Performances were
Yeah,
on
he went
point.
crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no, DiCaprio was
I was
just
crying laughing.
on point. Yeah, I mean, you could just tell that there was a lot of work that went into like creating that character. Benicio, very well, very calm,
Very good.
just chill. Sean Penn was phenomenal.
Yeah,
Really
Sean
funny,
Penn was phenomenal.
Great choices. Really fit. I don't know if he's always really fit, but he got really fit for that movie. Things I did like, the performances, the humor, cinematography was very good. I didn't think it was the best movie of the year by any means. I didn't think it was phenomenal. I didn't think it was fantastic. I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was just a good movie. And everybody's saying best movie. I thought it was just a good movie. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
It's like if nobody would have had the hype on it that they would have put on it, I would have said, "Oh wow, good movie, great movie." But because people are like, "Great, best," I'm like, "Yeah, it was good."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But like because everybody's like, "Oh, it's so," it like kind of like I had these expectations walking into it. I will say a few things. Pacing had me locked in.
Yeah.
But then it
dragged.
It threw me out. It started dragging. That's how I felt. I felt the same way too. Because if you remember the scene where from when we find out that they're coming after him,
Right.
and he can't get the code,
Right.
and then he ends up at the dojo. From that point up until when he falls off the roof, I was locked in. I was paying attention to every scene. I was like, "What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?" Only for like nothing to happen. He gets right out of jail, which is cool. You wanted that you didn't want him stuck in jail or anything, but like.
Right, yeah.
It just kind of built it up to go nowhere, I felt like. Didn't really love where it left off. And then, from there on to the end of the movie, I still had a lot of moments where I was laughing. I did enjoy, cinematography, character development.
But you kind of like turn your brain off. You
just kind of a little bit. I just kind of felt like, damn, I really wish. I had a feeling of, I wish this went somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And just because we go into like the nuns, and the nuns don't really seem to play a part in any way. Like they don't have any influence over the story. I don't feel. So they kind of like put her in a place where it felt like nothing is happening in this place. I was kind of hoping for a Sean Penn redemption moment. I think that's more interesting. I'm not saying it would have.
Nah, fuck that guy.
I mean, yeah, he was a dick, especially by the end of it.
I didn't really like his death.
I thought it was underwhelming.
Yeah, but
the death.
yeah, there was no point of him just like walking out of the car after
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying?
He
For him to
should've
just die in the
died there.
room. Yeah,
Yeah.
he should have just died there.
They should have made it more
That's the
satisfying.
only
They should
thing.
like
Yeah,
chop
it
his
wasn't
head off or
sad.
something.
Him being like poisoned.
Yeah, it was like all right.
I like that they gave him the office and they lied to him and they gaslit
Yeah, that
him.
was-
I really did enjoy seeing him with his face all messed up. I thought that was funny.
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
was funny as
redeeming.
hell.
It's like, okay, look at you now.
Yeah, that was.
But and that's why I say it was a good movie, because they got so many things right. And this is just my opinion. Of course, it's PTA. What can I say? They got so many things right. But I just really thought that the pacing and the decisions towards the end could have been a little bit more encapsulated.
like the third act for real.
Yeah, I thought it could have been.
The third act for me kind of died off a little bit. The scene where they're in that area and all the police officers are there, and then they got like the underground tunnel and they're getting all the immigrants out. I thought that would have been a great story if the whole story was contained in that one night. That whole scene. And the movie had a lot of great social commentary, and I just wish they would have stayed with that. Like I wish they would have, because then after that, it's just the movie became like Leo going to save his daughter and fun and games and jokes. There was something really strong in the middle.
I did
Right,
feel like
that
I
political
felt like
point.
I feel like
it was
but-
political, and it should have went full political. I feel like hot take.
I think so too. I think so too, because it felt like it was going to be about something bigger, and it was about something kind of
Right,
It's
yeah.
okay.
Like
but it
Benis's
just-
character.
I
Was, like after that, he's just drinking in the car. He just says bye to him, and that's it. Like I thought that guy was gonna be like like a boss. Like
Because I was like, wait, what is going
he was
on?
running some shit.
He was riots in the
Yeah, it was
street and
bombings
stuff like that.
All the bombings.
Yeah.
I add that to my point where he falls off the building. Like I felt like in that chaos, I felt like there could have been something more. There could have been more peak. Like something could have happened. I don't know. I'm not here to rewrite it, but like in that moment, you had me here, ready for something, anything you want to do, and it just kind of said, we're actually just gonna stop this here. We're gonna slow this down, put him in jail, and get him out.
One battle after another got a 4 out of 5 stars from us. Next up, we got Bong Joon-ho's Mickey 17.
I love Robert Pattinson, so it's kind of biased to me, but I love Mickey 17.
Man, the voice that he gave this character to bring it to life was
Yeah.
insane. I was like, man,
His
I've never
acting,
seen
yeah.
Robert Pattinson. I've never seen Robert Pattinson like speak like this or talk like this.
Oh, he's great. He's great at accents.
Crazy.
All his movies, he gets he's such a good he's so good at impersonations. In The King, he played French. and Devil All the Time.
Devil All
He
the Time,
plays
Southern.
preacher.
Good Time. He plays
He plays the guy from Queens.
Good time,
Good Time is
bro.
awesome.
Dude, Robert is one of my favorite actors.
Man,
Mickey 17.
But yes, Mickey
Things,
17.
Right,
things
bro.
you like, things you didn't like.
I like the story. I like the exploration of, like, obviously his world building. It's different than anything you've probably ever seen. And obviously it's playing on that twin aspect, or doppelganger aspect rather. But I wasn't blown away.
Right. I would agree with
I wasn't blown away. You know what I'm saying? This is one of my favorite directors.
Yeah,
Who's
that's
the
true.
director?
Bong Joon-ho. Bong Joon-ho?
Bong Joon-ho.
Yeah, Bong Joon-ho.
Sorry, Bong Joon-ho, if you don't know your name.
Yeah, sorry, buddy, but nah. Go to director. Lily made one of the best movies of all time, Parasite, and
Okay.
Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer is
Fucking
also
love Snowpiercer.
phenomenal.
haven't seen these.
Another sci-fi movie about social classes.
But yeah, Mickey 17. I think Mickey 17 was super dope. This is like first big Hollywood sci-fi right after Parasite.
Yeah. Hard to top Parasite.
I wouldn't say this is a mind bender.
It's a good movie.
It's got a cool, interesting concept.
Yeah, it's
I
an
like it.
interesting
You go,
concept.
you
Yeah.
get popcorn, you have
It's a
drink.
good watch.
no,
Yeah, it's a good
watch.
popcorn
It's a
movie.
good
It's a
watch.
good popcorn movie. Yeah,
Yeah, go
for
it.
sure.
Mickey 17 didn't completely blow us away. We gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. Next up, we got Anemone with Ronan and Daniel Day-Lewis.
Anemone, Daniel Day-Lewis. It was.
Haven't seen it.
I mean, it was a drama. Drama's not really my particular.
Cup of tea.
Yeah, no, I don't really like dramas that much. But I'm sure there are some dramas that'll blow me away. But drama's just not my category. 'Cause I feel like it's like a painting. I see dramas as like a painting. It's like up to your interpretation of what you think of the film. It's like, oh wow, that was really beautiful. I really connected to that. Or this thing was so fucking boring. I want to blow my head off. Anemone. I was locked in. You know what I'm saying? I was eating my popcorn. I was locked into the movie. I was in the whole theater by myself.
Nice.
But I can see why the theater was empty because the movie was very, very slow. It was basically a
seemed
movie
like
about
it.
brotherhood.
It seemed
And
like it off the trailer.
yeah, it was a very slow movie. I had low expectations going into it.
So, Anemone got a 2 out of 5 stars from us. Next up, we got Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible.
Thomas Cruise, Mission Impossible. Mission
Bro,
Impossible was
amazing.
a good movie.
Yeah.
Is it
It
the
was
last
a good
one?
movie.
Or second to last?
It was the last one.
The last, the final reckoning.
Last final.
They-
Yeah, I think the movie was. I think the movie was good. They really always try to outdo themselves when it comes to stunts.
Yeah.
Amazing,
And Tom
bro.
Cruise does his own stunts, so it's really cool seeing him do that. And I think that this film, the way they did the underwater scenes, that he was underwater, and he had to be on the. First of all, the underwater scenes were so fucking long, in my opinion. I was like, dude, okay, bro, this shit is ridiculous. God damn. All right, this shit's raw, but like, damn, this shit is a while. Like,
Yeah.
it was a while. It felt like he was under that bitch.
And he was supposed to be like he had like a
Yeah.
oxygen mask.
Yeah,
or-
exactly, yeah.
Bro, it was so raw to me, bro.
I was like,
Like,
Jesus
I liked
fucking
it.
Christ.
I don't think anything was dragged out. I don't think anything was long. Like everything was raw,
That's
bro.
together.
I'm telling you, if y'all watch it like close together, it's going
Back to back.
You know what I'm saying?
As it was probably
Yeah.
meant to be watched.
Exactly.
Rating for this film, Malachi.
Oh, rated for this film? This motherfucker 4.5.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Shit.
What are
So
you?
I haven't seen all the Mission Impossibles, but Malachi gave this 4.5. Next up, we got the Smash Machine, Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh, I haven't
Oh,
seen it.
and that shit just came out. at
Yeah,
the time
just
of
came
recording
out.
this. I haven't seen it yet, but we out.
Yeah, no spoilers.
He's got
But
hair.
I think The Rock can really like say he's a serious actor in
Okay.
this one.
I'll trust
I
him. on
think
that.
He definitely stepped up his game, and you could really see like he has his chops. When it
It's
comes to
directed
acting.
by the Safdie brothers.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
No,
just Benny.
Just Benny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Benny Safdie, and it was really gritty. And you see Rock finally lose. Well, Dwayne Johnson finally lose
Okay. no
in a
spoilers.
fucking movie. So it was really cool seeing that and just seeing how he took that and how emotional he can get on camera. There was some really, really serious scenes in the movie too, like the arguments and stuff with his wife. And
Emily Blunt.
yeah, Emily Blunt was amazing as well.
Is the Rock an actor?
But that's the thing.
He's a
no,
ra-
that's
is,
why
is
they-
he,
this
is
is why
he
this
an
is
actor?
we haven't seen it yet.
This is why this
We
is
haven't seen it,
made.
but this is what this movie is supposed to.
He's like, I'm the serious best actor turned wrestler. Let me make a film
Right.
that's gonna put me out of.
Because to
reach
be honest,
with-
he'd be playing himself, which many actors
Exactly.
do. But like you say in this movie,
He's not playing himself in this
because like
movie.
John Cena, for example, like in Peacemaker, I'm like he's an actor.
He's
John
a fucking
Cena's a
actor.
good
John
actor.
Cena's
He's a
good,
good actor.
bro.
He's funny. He's a comedic actor.
Yeah, he's
exactly.
really
funny as
fucking
fuck.
good.
And he looks
yeah.
like an action figure, so it's just so funny him saying like soft, vulnerable things.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
The Rock, I think, in this movie is like vulnerable, right?
Yeah, he is. He's
Yeah.
super vulnerable.
John Cena has a great delivery, like with his approach.
So The Smashing Machine was actually a really great movie. It got a 3.5 out of 5 stars from me. Next up, we got A24's Warfare. Let's run it, baby.
Warfare.
Fuck yeah.
A24. One
Yes.
of the best
yes,
war movies
Yes.
I have ever seen.
Yes.
One of the most
So different than
Yeah.
any other war movie
Yeah.
I've ever experienced,
Yes.
and you feel like you're actually inside of
Yes.
the battle when you actually see this movie. I saw this movie blind, went in.
best way to see a movie.
I was just told it's a war movie. I was like, okay. I was like, my expectations were super low when coming in to see this movie. And right off the jump, I was like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? And I was just completely blown the fuck away. Literally, I was blown away. Like,
And all the famous actors, not famous, but about to be famous
Yeah,
actors
oh,
were in
bro.
that movie. All the
Yeah,
young ones.
upcoming.
Upcoming,
Yep.
yeah.
goats, young goats, man. It's crazy. They did exactly what they need to do. And, like, the suspense building before that grenade gets shoved in that hole. It's like, what the fuck? All right, he about to get sniped right here. Somebody walks through the room, be like, yep, he about to get hit. Here it goes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Damn, what the fuck is it? Quiet, bro.
Yes, bro.
Footsteps.
Like how it would
walking
be in
by,
real life.
talking on walk.
Yeah,
Hey, go
yeah.
check downstairs. Go check there. Go check that room. They clearing rooms.
They passing the water on bro. Like,
And I like the movie because like they're trained, so they're like, you know, they know what they're doing, but they're still scared.
Yeah.
You know, and once they start shooting, there's a scene at the in the middle of the end of the movie where like there's these two guys at LMGs and they're on the rooftop.
Yeah.
And the whole time they're the ones like firing. They're like defending the most. Homies just shooting and they would like switch over.
Yeah.
And then dude, that was just so fucking cool, man. Like that
Yeah.
partnership, the
Yeah,
brothers in
yeah,
arms. That's what I got out of that movie, like brothers in
Yeah.
arms.
He said, hey, man, we need a show
Band
of
of
force.
brothers.
He said, we need a show of force.
Yeah.
Niggas came in just... You heard that shit on
Yeah.
movie theater, the fucking jet just come by and
Man, that
just
shit was like
that shit's
Battlefield.
so raw.
And the sound,
The sound was incredible.
the audio
yeah, like
design.
when they was talking to the
Bro,
the commanders and stuff
yeah.
on the and they was showing them from the map and stuff like that, bro.
That shit made me want to play
Woo!
Battlefield.
So
but that shit wasn't
fire,
out at
bro.
the time.
I want to say this. We've talked about pacing in a lot of our movies.
Good point.
Pacing in this movie.
Realistic. It was like,
It was perfect. It was an hour and 30.
Best.
and it was an hour 30 in that battle.
Oh
Yeah, exactly. So that was about to be my point.
Yeah,
The pacing in this
bro,
movie
facts.
is the best I've seen of any movie all year, and
Yeah.
it's the actual runtime of the movie is the same amount of time they were boxed in that house.
Yeah.
So you feel everything in real time. For me, it's in my top 5 of the year, absolutely
Oh.
for sure. It was executed perfectly. Performances were perfect. Pacing was literally beyond perfect because it was real.
Yeah.
And we was alive during that time. Like,
Oh yeah,
it's a war movie.
Yeah.
We was actually like around
20
for
years
it.
ago or
That's
something.
true.
Right?
Good point.
You know what I'm saying?
And there's
That's
like a
what
lot of
real
movies in
needed.
Iraq.
And I was like, yeah, exactly. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, we was like, I wonder what I was doing. Like, during this
Yeah.
time.
What year was it?
It's just so real.
2011?
Wow.
It's early.
Almost.
It's
Before
insane.
2010. Before 2010.
Yeah, 2006 maybe?
It's like something like that. That was the Afghan war.
2008, something like
Yeah,
that.
definitely after 2001.
You can see why this movie got a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Absolutely, man. Fully deserved.
Definitely
Yeah,
deserved.
yeah.
So Warfare was an excellent movie. Got a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Next up, we got F1.
Let's move on to F1. I know you saw this movie twice. F1,
I'm a fan.
Brad Pitt. This is an amazing shot movie.
Yeah.
You could just tell
Yeah.
how hard they worked on this movie. It took a lot to get these cinematic shots and the shots inside of the
Yeah.
race car and really bringing that F1 style to life.
Yeah.
I think that it was well done. I think the actors, the plot, the storyline, I think all of that was super well done, and
Yeah.
it was entertaining. I know you said you saw it twice. And you're like,
Okay.
yeah, this is definitely a one-watch thing, and just enjoy that first watch.
oh,
And just
you know, I got sorry
Yeah.
to segue. I
'Cause
just
it's pretty long.
I got an important point. In the movie, Brad Pitt has a monologue where he says he's chasing the high, where he's driving and he's just like no one can touch him.
Yeah.
He's like in a flow state.
Yeah.
I think the movie is very much that feeling where you only capture that moment once at a time. Because if you rewatch it, you start seeing the imperfections.
yeah,
Because the movie was good. The story, it's like a sports movie. It's like Rocky. Like it's like the old guy, the
Yeah,
new guy, they
predictable as
train, they pass the baton. You know,
predictable.
it was. I knew what I was getting into.
There's a lot to say about F1. I will say I wasn't an F1 fan. I wasn't a fan of the sport before I walked into it. I'm not gonna say I'm a fan now, but I will say that I didn't know anything about the sport. I didn't know anything. So I did
Great
hear.
introduction.
I did hear from a lot of different people who are fans, or maybe just one or two sources that are fans of F1, and they said that a lot of the gimmicks and things that Brad Pitt was pulling off in the storyline are unrealistic and wouldn't really happen in real life. But that's, you know,
It's a movie.
that's the thing about it, is that, you know, like the interpersonal dynamics sometimes were a little bit kind of like surface level and all that kind of stuff. But I was totally okay with that, you know, just the energy, the cinematography. It was all on point.
Cinematography was
On point, you know, you felt like you were with them. You felt like you were on that track.
Yeah.
You felt the stakes. You felt, you know, the highs and lows for everybody. When Damson was
Joshua Pierce.
Yeah, Damson Idris.
Yeah, when his car starts to light up. And,
Yeah,
you know,
he like, damn,
Brad
he
Pitt.
died?
Brad Pitt went through the same thing. It's like there was all these parallels that were just so paired so well. I mean, I loved it. I loved it.
that would have made it a good movie too.
What's up? You thought he
wanted
should
him
have
to
died?
die.
I didn't want.
Damn.
Not wanting him to die. But
I see what you mean. I see
Yeah,
what you mean. He kind of left without a scratch.
you feel
So
me?
F1 got a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Next up, Weapons.
Weapons.
No, he don't.
Like, this movie
Let's
was very unpredictable.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I got a few things to say about Weapons.
Weapons is insane.
So I'm a fan of the director Zach Krager. You know, he comes
Comedy.
from sketch comedy.
Comedy,
You know, whitest kids, you know.
Yeah.
Same as Jordan Peele, where he comes from sketch comedy and then goes into horror.
Yeah.
Same thing with Alfred Hitchcock, where he did comedy like skits and then he did horror. But I just love the evil force that's in the movie.
Yeah.
Very similar to Barbarian.
It's
You know,
like more realistic.
But Weapons, there's that scene in Weapons where Josh Brolin is like sleep paralysis or whatever, and he sees like an M16 floating with the time above the house. And there's an interview where they asked like Zach Curry, what does that mean? And I'm not gonna paraphrase what he said, but he's basically like, it don't mean anything. It's up to interpretation. It's just vibes, you know. And I think there's this new wave of horror directors, and Zach Krager with Weapons. It's the first time I hear people like excited to go see a horror. And to me, it's not a horror movie. To me, it was a dark comedy. It wasn't that scary. But I think,
like a thriller.
but it's very exciting.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't scary.
But it's exciting.
No, it wasn't a horror.
It was really funny actually.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's
it was
but
funny.
it's exciting that people are so down to go back to movies to watch these scary movies, because scary movies lately have been like ass, bro.
Yeah.
Like what?
Together.
That shit was
Oh,
crazy.
Together.
That came out this year.
I was looking forward to that more than Weapons, believe it or not, at the time, and I thought it was okay.
90-something% Rotten Tomatoes.
I thought it was alright. My criticism was that it was more like a comedy than horror. Maybe that's a thing with me. Maybe I just watch horror and I think it's funny.
Yes,
I'm trying to figure
weapons,
out how you
weaponry.
feel about Weapons.
I love Weapons.
Yeah, I think Weapons is a really
Four.
good movie. I
Four.
think it's a really good concept, and
4 out
I
of
think
5.
that this movie is probably a 4 out of 5.
Looking
I think
forward
it's
to
dope.
whatever
If you want to rate it as a horror movie, then it's probably lower. But if you want to take it as just a movie, like
Like
you
a
know what I'm
film.
saying, what it is, a
4.
thriller.
Yeah.
4 out of 5.
Yeah, that's why I think it is a
Audio.
thriller more than anything.
So we gave Weapons a 4 out of 5 stars. And now, for the best movie of 2025, you guessed it, Sinners. Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler.
Sinners. Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, Sinners.
Great combo. I love that combo of them together.
I'm about to cry. Just
Bro,
saying the name.
let's
Sinners.
Bro, that
talk-
movie did make me cry.
Bro, so beautiful. Soundtrack, score, cinematography,
even the
costume design.
even the commentary that it's saying.
Yeah.
Like let's talk about real quick the scene where what's his name, Preacher Boy, is playing playing. Then you see all almost like a montage of every
where you go
musician
through
from
the
different
eras.
time. They had these bitches twerking.
Yeah.
They had a dude with an 80s fucking Strat guitar.
LA people crip
Yeah,
walking.
I love that. And I love how the music is so powerful, and the music is something that the vampires are seeking. you know?
Yeah.
Oh, and I didn't even know there was vampires in the movie.
Wow.
I thought it was like a crime movie.
Wow. So you didn't know that going into it?
So
wow.
yeah, so I was like, fuck yeah. I don't even like vampires and shit
Yeah,
like that.
but you were locked the fuck in.
I was locked in. And making the vampire the Irish actor, he
Yes.
was doing the Irish jig, I'm not gonna
Yep.
do it, but like that was cool, man.
He was like, both of our cultures are very similar. People don't know that.
Yeah.
Irish and the black folks. So
Yeah.
that shit is so interesting, bro. The metaphors, the layering to this movie.
Also-
I went to go see it twice. How many times you go
I
see
saw
it?
it twice. I saw it twice.
I saw it 3 times.
3 times, yeah.
Also, original idea. It doesn't come from a book.
Yeah, original.
It's original movie.
Oh, but Sinners was just a cinematic masterpiece. The acting, Michael B. Jordan playing twins. Can we talk about that? Mickey 17. We got the doppelgangers. Now we got Michael B. Jordan playing doppelgangers in Sinners. First of all, who is y'all favorite twin?
Stack.
Stack, come on, man. Stack gang, bro.
I like Smoke, man.
Smoke. What about you?
And they had real names.
Blue or red? Stack or Smoke?
I go red.
This is where I'm lacking. I only saw it once.
Okay.
So I gotta rewatch it.
Stack is like the more charismatic guy.
Uh-huh.
Smoke is like he
The
never
more
cracks a
smart,
smile
more
once.
smart.
Smiles, yeah.
I think I like Stack.
Oh, bro! Come on, man. Stack is the GOAT,
And
bro.
Stack is the one that is the vampire at the
Yeah,
end. It's
yeah,
vibes.
yeah. He survived.
Smoke
yeah.
has the Smoke is the one that took out the KKK
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
And had the kid, the baby.
Yeah.
And when he died, he was finally able to see his child.
He was smoking that. That was such a crazy.
But
he
the Tommy gun, bro,
was
that
smoking
shit
a
was
cigarette.
fucking cool, man.
I just want to say this. I was the first act, second act, and all the way halfway through the third act. I'm on the edge of my seat. Favorite movie I've seen all year. But I just felt like when the vampires do break into the
Coolest interpretation of vampire, by the way.
I agree. But when they do break into the house, I was expecting more of a Bruce Willis Die Hard kind of like knocking everybody out one by one, kind of like epic little moment, and I thought that they brushed through that a little bit too fast. That is my absolute only criticism.
So we gave Sinners a 5-star rating. Let us know what we missed in the comment section down below. What movies did we miss? And as always, my friends, we'll see you in the next video.